What up, y'all? It's your boy Mcclain, NoAdvisory podcast, man. I know we haven't done one of these in a minute, one-on-one sessions, but gotta take my time. I gotta make sure that I get the right person. When I do these one-on-ones, I just don't do one-on-one interviews with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because my time is valuable, man. But shout out to everybody that's been rocking with NoAdvisory, man. Rocking with the brand, keeping in touch, and just bearing with us during these COVID times. We got a lot of things coming, so just make sure y'all stay tuned. So tonight's guest, I got my man Antonio Ramsey, Mr. Funktrap himself. I mean, if y'all know this young man, after this interview, you will know who he is, man. Very, very, very dope artist. Right now, living out of Hollywood, LA, Cali. But we're going to get into all of that, So I'm going to let everybody chime in. Make sure y'all share the video, with your peoples, So you got some time. I know all y'all mother lovers is in the house, man. So sit back, relax, get your wine. Shout out to True Crimes. Tonight's show is sponsored by Grill Crimes. 19 Crimes, my bad. I got 2 bottles here. This is my joint. It's my drink of choice, man. If you're a red wine drinker, go get that 19 Crimes, man. They actually have it where you could do, you could take a picture and then tell you the crime that they committed. 19 Crimes. Shout out to Snoop. He put me on to that. Now watching Snoop Dogg, so I got my glass. But thank y'all for tuning in. Keep tuning in. Share the video. Share. Your boy Mcclain one-on-one with my man Antonio Ramsey. So he's gonna be chiming in a minute. Let me set my wine and get right. Hold up. That 19 Crimes be hitting, man. But how y'all doing out there? Y'all good? Everybody good? Everybody doing good? I say everybody looking beautiful out there in the social media world. Shout out to Training Day CLT. Every Mondays. Make sure y'all come out if you're an artist. Come kick it with NoAdvisory. Training Day CLT every Mondays. And there go my man himself. Let me go request him in. Ray Davis, hello. Rhea. I call her Ray. Rhea. Make sure we right.
Thank you.
19 Crimes be hitting, boy. After this, we're gonna be all right. So my man Antonio Ramsey just chimed in, waiting for him to hopefully Instagram don't do no funny stuff, man, because Instagram be on their ish lately. Let me see, make sure everything is good. Mr. Ramsey, did he hold up? I sent the request. I don't know, it ain't go through yet. Hold up, let me make sure everything good. Oh, long day. All right. What happened? But hold up. I tell you, boy. Go live with Antonio Ramsey. Send requests. What up, Swag? What up, big boy Swag? What up? Let me see if this thing will get. Hello?
All right, I think we here, man. I think we on now. I think we good to go.
There we go.
Boss man, what's up?
What's going on, Mr. Ramsey?
Look, man, I'm ripping and running. I've been on the go, man. I'm trying to settle down right now as best I can.
No, don't settle down, man. You got to keep moving, man.
Oh, I'm always going to keep moving, but, I just got to get myself, recalibrate real quick.
That's facts, man. That's facts.
Boss?
Everything good. I can't complain, man. I'm alive. I'm surviving COVID thus far. Thank God.
Thank God, man.
Can't complain, man. What about you, man? What you doing to stay COVID free, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm staying away from the people as best I can, man. I'm just trying to stay creatively quarantined, I should say. I'm just trying to stay right, man.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So listen, man, let's get into this interview. I mean, if you're not familiar with NoAdvisory, man, we got the little spiel that we do. So, just get our guests warmed up and all that shit. I curse. So,
Me too.
My kids
I'm glad you said that because I curse every now and then, but I didn't want to just start, ripping and running on your show like that. But now that you say you curse, okay, we good to go.
Right. This is NoAdvisory. Feel free to be yourself
and be
Okay.
a free-spirited cursor, okay?
Okay, perfect. That worked with me. I'm with
That's what I'm
it.
talking about. So, Mr. Ramsey, man, let the people know who you are, where you from, and what the fuck you do, baby.
So my name is Antonio Ramsey, aka Mr. Funk Trap. I'm originally from Boynton Beach, Florida, by the way of Miami, Florida. And man, I'm just a soulful nigga out here trying to make some good music, man. Just making some good music with some great people. And I just want to put my step into the music industry right now. So I'm just ripping and running, man.
That's what I'm talking about. I know you just said you're from Boynton. You said Boynton Beach, Florida, right?
Boynton Beach, Florida. Yeah, so I'm originally from Boynton Beach, Florida, but I moved to Miami when I was really young. And that's kind
Right.
of where, I got my foot in, kind of got everything about myself. So that's why I always tell people, Miami's kind of what made me who I am today.
Right. So how I normally like to do interviews, I like to start from the beginning all the way up to currently where we at right now. So
Okay.
tell the people that don't know, how was it growing up in Boynton Beach, Florida?
Okay. So growing up in Boynton, I was a wild child. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000, y'all. So I was definitely one of
Keep it a
those.
hundred.
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely one of those rebel kids that got into, street life, things I shouldn't have been doing at a young age. But again, I feel like that was necessary because it kind of gave me a footing as how to move in this music industry and how to discernment with people and things like that. So I am kind of grateful for those years. So yeah, I did have my rebellious years, but I actually went to a high school and middle school of the arts. I was a dance major, so I was a dancer before anything. I did background dance for Trina, Trick Daddy, all the Miami artists. And I was a
Oh,
dance group called Full Out, yeah, with Chris Grant, who's now one of the choreographers for Beyonce, man. So he was influential, in getting me in entertainment, period. So
right.
I always thank, my dance background for where I am today. So after that, I started doing some hooks for different rappers. Anthony Hamilton, Charlene was the first song I ever recorded vocally.
Shout out to Anthony
So I
Hamilton,
always got to shout out
native
Anthony
out
Hamilton.
here.
You got to, man. He's one of the
Facts.
coldest to me, man. So that was one of the very first records that I ever recorded. And then from there, just rappers started hitting me up for hooks. I did a lot of hooks for rappers. I moved from Miami to Atlanta. Atlanta's where I
Hmm.
kind of found who Antonio was going to be as an artist.
Hmm.
That's kind of where I kind of crafted who I wanted myself to be as an artist. And I met, a great publicist there. I met just a great team there that kind of built me to become a even bigger artist because I was thinking small, but
Right.
they kind of, came in and taught me think a little bigger. You got the talent, so why not think bigger? So
Right.
I met my management. Shout out to ENT LLC, Ziggy, and from there we had reached a plateau in Atlanta. We had done all the things we could do. So it was
Hmm.
like, in order for me to challenge myself, I gotta go where the people are making the moves and making things happen. So I relocated to LA, and man, for me, it's been one of the greatest moves because it's bettered me as an artist. I'm no longer in a
Hmm.
comfortable state. I'm always on go mode now. And I feel like
Hmm.
I miss that because it's making me make better music. That's why I have Nights in Malibu now. That's an amazing record because I kind of know myself more as an artist, and the move
Right.
helped me get that. So man, I'm just keeping going right now.
I like how you try to, cause that was gonna lead to my next question,
Yeah.
about going to the art school and everything like that. You said you did background dancing for Trina. How the hell?
Yeah.
Wait, how the hell that?
It,
Come on,
it,
you got
it, it worked.
break that
Okay, so
down
look,
for
it
me. How the
sound
hell that
crazy.
shit go?
Okay, so I know it sound crazy when I say background dance for Trina, but I'm
Right.
not saying we up there gyrating, like normal would. But you have your partner dances where you dance with the females, and then you gotta have them dudes. They come out and do stuff for the, you gotta get the women right in the audience. So we did those things. We came out, we hyped up the audience for those kinds of things. So you can't have those ways when you dance for those artists. You just do it tastefully, man.
I was like, man, my man
He was
said
like,
he
"That's
trying
for
to.
Trina, man." How the
Right,
hell?
trying to throw that shit in there, like I did for Trina and Anthony Hamilton. I'm like, hold up. I was like, I let you
Yeah,
go. I'm like, man, talk about that Trina thing, man. So for
definitely.
moving from
I got you with the footage.
Florida, right? Moving from Florida to Hollywood, like what made you make that transition? Because I mean, I won't say it's like a big jump because if you're in New York, you go to LA, that's kind of like the
Mm,
same. I mean, from Boynton, I'm not too familiar with how, pop, how much people is the
yeah.
population is there. So how was that move? What triggered that move from there to go to LA?
So Florida's cool. It's just that the thing with Florida is it's not really a way to move there. Like for me to move in the music industry, I saw no way to get into the music industry in Florida. Like
Right.
I just felt like, and I'm just being truthful, just for my experience, it was
Mhm.
always people didn't want to give me chances. I don't know because they thought I was a threat or because They thought that I was trying to come in on their territory, but I just would never get any good opportunities in Florida because people just were like, no, well, we can't put you on this show because of this, or we can't put you on this show because of this. When I moved from Florida and I got to Atlanta, like the floodgates of heaven opened up. It's like I got every opportunity I could ever wanted in Atlanta. And I was like,
Right.
damn, just to move from one place to another to get these opportunities was the right thing to do. So I'm grateful for that move from Florida to Atlanta, but I'm always gonna be a Florida boy. That's never gonna change.
I know it got to be in your blood,
Yeah,
man.
I'm always gonna be a Florida boy. Now that's just in me. I can't change that.
Facts, man. So your musical influences, right? You got Jodeci, Tyrese, Carl Thomas, just to name a few.
Mhm.
Like, so what? Taken from those influences, what did you personally learn from those guys, and how did you take what you got from those influencers and put that into your own sound?
Well, for those people, for me, I'm always about a classic sound, man. Like I always want to keep authenticity in my music. So I'm
Hmm.
always been drawn to people that make you feel something with music. And those particular artists, Jodeci, H-Town, Carl Thomas, they make you feel something when they do music.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, you can have a beat that's good, you can have something that feels cool, but at the end of the day, we all want to feel something from our music. So I
Hmm.
always took that element of being soulful and having what I needed element wise and keeping that in it, but still keeping my roots, my Florida roots, keeping that
Right.
that thump in there. So that's why I had to create funk trap because I love funk music. I love, like I said, Al Green, Isley Brothers. I love all that music. But at the end of the day, I do got that trap side of me. So I had to kind of figure out a way to kind of fuse the two.
Right. See, yo, did you speak to Cleo before we did this interview? Because
Cleo,
it
Miss
seems
Cleo.
like, yes, because it seems like every time I have my next question lined up, you always segue
Oh,
into
my
my
bad,
next
man.
question. No, that's perfect. It's like
Yeah,
we like on the same wavelength, and I never met you a day in my life. You
yeah.
know what I mean? But that's
It's
crazy.
That's good, man. It's all about energy, man. I'm all about energy, man.
That's
I
facts.
wholly believe in energy, man. So that's a good thing. And then
That's
also because I host a show called Social Cypher, so let's definitely be getting my hosting skills up.
facts. I see it in you.
Yeah,
So let's get into this, man. Define funk trap. You got to define that for the people, because that's like a new genre. You in the lane of there,
definitely. So funk trap is blending. When we say funk, you think something that feel good. It
like
gets you that
James
stank
Brown and
face. You know
shit.
what I'm saying? Yeah, it gets you that feeling. But then when you think trap, you think lyrically, you think you're talking about real life things that could happen, or you're talking about real
Hmm.
life instances. So it doesn't necessarily be trap music as the music where you get the thump and stuff, but trap is also a lifestyle. It's also the way of saying things, living things. So you also have that aspect. So
Hmm.
that's what I wanted to bring to my music. That soul music feel, but talking about real life experiences and giving people still that trap kind of bounce.
Mm. Because I listened to I listened to a couple of your tracks, and
Hmm.
one thing that stuck out to me, like, because I'm an avid listener to music, is just like the sound.
Hmm.
Like your sound is sonically different from a lot of things that's out now,
Yeah.
and it's very, very freaking appeasing to my ears, so to say the
Yeah.
least. Because the shit that's out now, I
Thank
can't
you,
get
bro. I
jiggy with it,
appreciate that.
So
Thank
I
you.
really, I applaud you for that, man. So I know that you performed with Fantasia, Bobby Brown, just to
Hmm.
name a few. So, like, what did you, from performing with those guys, right? Like, that's just another question when I asked before. Like, what did you take from those
Hmm.
performers and put into your style? And what did you learn from them? Or what did anything that they gave you that you, like, any advice that they gave you
Yeah.
that you use today?
Well, with Fantasia in particular, she's been one of the main artists that have kind of crafted how I want my shows to go and kind of feel now because I got to tour with her for a summer. And just the fact that she did the same set every night, but she made
Mhm.
each and every set feel different every single time. But it was the same songs every time. So I wanted to
Right.
figure out how is she doing this? How is she taking the same sets but making you feel different each time? So I literally studied her set every day, and all it came down to was emotion. All she does
Mm,
is she puts everything she has into the music. That's all she does. So
mm,
I've just been really trying to hone in on being able to do that and make myself just forget about the music, forget about the audience, forget about all that, and just tap into the music. Like give the people the emotion that they're looking for in the music. So
right.
that's what Fantasia has taught me as an artist. Just really give your wholehearted self to the audience because that's authenticity at the end of the day, and that's what they
Right.
connect with.
Facts, man. And you say perform with Bobby Brown back in his
Let me
heyday. He
tell you
was known
something.
as a wild boy. Give
Woo!
me a
And he,
story. Give me a
let me tell you
story.
something. For I don't care what nobody say about Bobby Brown. He is one of the greatest entertainers alive. Well,
Yeah,
I forgot where it was.
he is.
I don't know if it was San Francisco or San Diego. I can't remember what show it was. But H Town was there. Bobby Brown was there. Vivian Green was there.
Vivian Green, word.
A bunch of heavy hitters, man. And
Hmm.
backstage, he wasn't even on the stage yet. But the energy Bobby Brown had backstage with his crew was so amazing, man. They was dapping each other up. They was getting hyped. They was dancing to the music. They was literally like creating the energy they wanted for the stage before they touched the stage. So just
Right.
to see that, man, it really inspired me. And to be that close to somebody that great, and there now you can feel he had no ego about himself. He had no kind of don't come near me. I'm Bobby Brown. He was very welcoming. He was very, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? And so for me, I didn't expect it because somebody on the level of Bobby Brown, you might be like, oh, he might not, speak to a
Right.
young upcoming
Might be
cat like
mad
myself.
bougie and
You
shit.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it was the complete opposite, man. So that was an amazing experience. And just to see the energy that he brings to the stage. Women were rushing the stage to get to this man, man. I was like, I got to get to that level. I got to get there. Got to.
Word, because I know when seeing that probably put an extra battery in your back. Like, man, I want to
Man,
attain this level of success. Minus
facts.
the trouble, man, because the women that get you in
Yeah.
trouble, B,
Yeah. That's
they
definitely
they they fuck you up
that's why
now.
I'm right now. I'm just focused on the music. I ain't even trying to get into none of that. It's right now, my
Great
love is the
answer.
music. My love is the music.
Great answer. Great answer. So like I know like a lot of the like right now we in COVID and all that, and like a lot of the MCs or the artists, the entertainers, they can't perform. Right.
Yeah.
So how are you dealing with that, not being able to perform and touch the people? Like what are you doing to adapt to that? How has that affected you? How has it helped you? Just let me know.
So what I have to do now is, like you said, we gotta adapt. So I just been doing a lot of virtual performance, a lot of filming my live sets and performing them to people like that. Just a lot of that kind of thing. So just
Hmm.
making sure that I can still give people shows, but just on a different level or in a
Hmm.
different way.
Right, because I see you be doing a lot of covers of other
Yeah.
people's songs. I was like, man, and that's that. Let me tell you, shout out to my man Troy Avenue, right? Because
Yeah.
before when he first came out, I always try to tell his story because
Mm,
it still resonates today. When you
yeah.
do either covers of other people's songs just to show your range, or you put your remix to somebody else's song like
Mm,
that. Because people, when you use those songs that's in the note, people are like, oh, okay, like
yeah.
that face like favorite artist or
Nostalgia.
something. Right. They like, oh my, who's this guy singing that song? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I was like, when I saw it, I was like, that's kudos. And that kind of when I heard that, and then you sometimes people like to compare, like, oh, let me hear you with this song.
Hmm.
Yo, you was smashing those, man.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I just try
Smashing
to bring
those.
funk trap to it, man. Just try to bring a little funk trap to the songs. Because again, I love the classics, man. That's why you hear me doing classics. The Incomplete by Cisco.
Mm,
I got some other ones I'm working on. The Usher. Like those are like solid R&B records, man. I just want to bring my kind of flip to
right, right. So being that you segue right into that, the flip, right? Let's
them.
flip to the Nights in Malibu. What's her name featuring
Hey,
Milana? What's her name?
Melania Monroe, man.
Yo, she's nasty.
She's
Like,
so fire, man.
how did that whole thing come? 'Cause I saw the video, by the way. The video is
Yeah.
fire. Song
Thank
is
you, bro.
fire. The video is
Yeah.
even more fire. That's not even a word.
Hey,
Don't take my
we're
shit.
gonna
All
make it a
right,
word tonight.
we're gonna make it a
Firer.
word tonight.
We're gonna
So
make it a word. Firer.
tell us the story now. How did I fire her? Don't.
So,
How did
so
that
the
come
crazy thing
together?
is, I accredit Social Cipher wholeheartedly. I host a show called Social Cipher with
Mm,
another hip hop artist by the name of Hop. So
okay.
actually, we did a show one day, and Melania happened to be one of the guests, and
Mm,
just her energy when she walked on set, her whole cipher that she spit during the whole segment, I was like, I got to do a record with her. So maybe
mm,
a few months later, I was working with my homie B Sims, who I write with a lot. We were working
mm.
on the record, and I immediately snapped in my mind. I said, I got to get Melania on this record. So from there, I wasn't sure she was gonna do it because I like you hit up artists a lot of times, and they're like, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
So I was like, hopefully she do it for me. So what happened was I hit her up. She said, okay, cool, we can make it happen. So I maybe like 2 weeks after I hit her up, I sent her the track. She sent me her verse back. It smashed. I was like, that's it. We got to get it popping. And from there on, man, Nice in Malibu was birthed, and we rocking. We on the radio. So I mean, it's doing
Yeah.
what it got to do, man.
Yeah. That. I mean, sometimes when you work with artists and you don't get that perfect verse that first time around.
Yeah.
So it's like for
It
you,
take a
like
minute.
it take a minute. So she
Yeah.
got it right the first
She
time.
got it right the very first time she
Ooh,
sent me the verse. It was perfect.
ooh,
It
ooh!
was
Shout out to
perfect,
her.
man. It was
Yeah,
perfect. Cause she's just that amazing, man.
yeah. Shout out to her. You put her on the map. You used that
she
because
put us on the map because her verse was so fire, man. It just added to the swag of the record so
it
like
sure did.
effortlessly.
It sure did. Like, she was a perfect fit.
Hmm.
And just piggyback off of that, like the state of hip hop. Well, not even hip hop, music in general, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like for me, I'm a in hip hop of like I won't say historian, but I'm somebody who's deep rooted. I love hip hop. Like I love lyrics, bars.
Yeah.
I'm my I love hip hop, but my favorite genre is R&B, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
funk trap right now. I'm
There we
on that
go.
right now.
Got to be
You
on that
know,
funk.
got to be on that. So like with music right now, sonically, I just want to
Yeah.
hear from you. Where do you feel music is at right now? Because you got hip hop that's predominantly dominates the genre like of hip hop music, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you got R&B, soul, pop, but where do you feel music is at sonically in your perspective?
Music is genreless right now. And we've had this conversation with my manager. I've had this conversation with a lot of the writers. Like right now, music is literally genreless, like because it's blending within each other. Like you have certain um, rappers who are able to now tap into R&B because they're singing and they're giving people emotion as well now. So
Right.
I feel like now it's just you have to just do you and do you well,
Hmm.
whatever that is.
So do you feel like and
Mm.
like with music, you feel like you got to create a new lane just to be heard, so to speak? Or do you feel like you just sonically, you just got to just create what you feel like you want to create and hopefully the people hear you? Or like I said, do you feel like you got to make a new genre so people could be like, yo, I fucks with that?
Again, I feel like you just gotta do you. Even if you just say I'm a hip hop artist, do your hip hop however you do your hip hop, but do it well. Like if you're an
Hmm.
R&B artist, say I'm an R&B artist. But with me, I just feel like my music, I genred it that because I feel like that's what it is. It's funk trap. That's what it feels like to me. That's what I feel
Hmm.
like I present it as, and that's just what it is. So I
Right,
encourage every artist to just find that sound, whatever their sound is.
right. So hashtag uncut music. What's that?
Hey,
What's that about? Tell me about that.
so shout out to my Lord and Savior. He blessed your boy. Shout out to Reality with Uncut Music. My homie B Sims, who I write with, he already had the partnership. They were talking to each other. My management team talked to them. He loved the record, and we got a distribution deal with him. He has a partnership with Empire Music, so I'm distributed with Uncut Music and Empire right now. So that's also helping with get us push, to different platforms that we need to be on, and it's just a great partnership, man. I'm thankful for it.
Right. Yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like a lot of so you indie, right? So you
yeah,
independent,
independent.
right?
Hmm.
Okay. Like for the artist that's out there, like I want you being an independent artist that's like rising and super dope. Tell them why would you or maybe you do but or you don't, but what is the route as a compared to going independent as opposed to going major label? Like for
I
you.
feel like it's all depending on you. What's your end goal? Like, do you want to be a artist that's signed to a major label, or do you want to be an independent artist that's doing it on your own? Because you have a lot of very successful independent artists that's touring, making money off streams. You have a lot of independent artists, but some
Right.
people want that extra machine behind them, which a major label gives you. So again, it just
Mhm.
depends on what you want your end goal to be. So for me, of course, I want whatever's gonna help me get pushed to the platforms that I want to be on. That's more touring. That's
Mhm.
being on more radio, just being on more platforms. So again, whether it come major or it come indie, I'll be grateful for either or.
Right. Yeah, dope. Because I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of artists sometimes they feel like they gotta get signed to a major label in order to get put on. But I tell these artists like, because
Yeah,
I run an open mic out here in Charlotte every Mondays. I'm like, yo, you ain't really gotta get signed to a major label. Do the indie joint, get your numbers up, get on
yeah,
Spotify. All this shit you could do yourself. Let the labels come to you or let the distribution deals come to you. Don't go out there seeking them. At
yeah,
this junction because you could
yeah.
do it on your own. You know what I
And that's
mean? So
facts, because they'll come to you if you doing what you gotta do. You getting the streams, you got your fan base. They'll come to you. It'll all
right,
come to you. You just got to
right.
do you.
Facts. So let me know, man. The man, right? The man myth. What what when people because in music, right? People feel when they listen some people's music they feel connected with them by their story
Yeah.
or, you know, by the lyrics or, you know, by something they went through. So what makes you stand out? Like what resonates you with your fans?
My delivery. I feel like the way that I deliver my content, the way that I deliver my music is what's going to be that sustains me in this music industry, because I'm giving it to you in a way that feels familiar, but also feels different. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's what's drawing people to my music, the way that I deliver everything. Just like I did I don't know if you heard my last record, Trash, but I have a record called Trash, where
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally saying things that usually men might not say about a woman, but I'm saying it. And it's like,
Saying it
why not
right.
say it? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that helps me really just connect with people on a different realm. Like, okay, we know that we expect authenticity from him. We expect him to say how he feels, and we expecting him to give us some singing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
Right.
like
Give us
as
that
long as I
saying.
stay consistent with those
Mm-hmm.
things, I'll always have that good fan base, and I'll always be right. You know?
Facts. So the last EP that you had out was 2018, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Unveiling, right? So take us through that from 2018 to the Unveiling. Like take us through that process till now 2020. What has changed? What, you know, your thought process? Did you was like, okay, let me do something different this time around? So, you know, because sometimes, you know, people take gaps and they have a reason behind their gaps, right? So what's
Hmm.
your reason behind the 2018 Unveiling into what you're working on now?
So as artists, we all get in our head sometimes. We all overthink. We all get to a point where we might feel like, oh, why is this not happening? Why is that not happening? So I got to a
Mhm.
point where I was overthinking things. So I want to take a step back and say, nigga, why you overthinking shit? Nigga, you dope.
Right,
Stop thinking that you not dope. Stop thinking that the shit that you putting out ain't dope. So I went through
right.
a period where I just had to really just sit down and get myself back to that point. And then
Mhm.
from there, I started doing a little more acting. So I did a short film, and that's on Amazon Prime right now, called The Audacity. I ended up shooting that.
Mm.
I just shot another film called New Life. So I started getting into a lot more acting and stuff like that. And then from there, I just started really diving back to my music differently, more authentic to myself, and just doing what felt good to me, and stop thinking what I think people should want to hear. No, it's like fuck what people want to hear. Sometimes we don't know what the fuck we want to hear until we hear it. So I was
So
like, just
right,
do what I'm gonna do, and it'll connect with people it's gonna connect with. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm at that point where I'm just doing me, man.
right. I see. Shit,
Yeah,
we
I'm just
see.
doing me, man.
So with the single with the Nights in Malibu, right? Are you working on a EP or album now, or you just focus on like putting out singles right now to draw the people's attention?
So me and my team, we are putting together some EPs, but I'm going to also put some singles in between, just to give people more music, because I'm going to be a lot more consistent with my music moving forward. So you're just going to get a lot of different textures from Antonio moving forward, man. Just a lot of different vibes that are all encompassing funk trap.
Okay. Dope, dope.
Yeah.
Now, are you familiar? Are you up to note with the versus battles and all that?
Yeah, man, got to stay on point with the verses, man. That
Oh,
was a historic
that
versus battle last one, 1.7 million, I think it was.
yeah, that joke was crazy, man. First question, what was your thoughts on that battle? I just since it was the latest one. And second question is, who would you want to see in a versus battle?
Ooh. Now, see, there are people that we would want to see in a versus battle, but we know it might not happen. So I would love to see Mary J. Blige in a versus battle,
Oh, I
but
heard
it's
her
like,
name come up.
who do you put Mary with? That's a real question. Like, there's nobody I could think of that would go against Mary that have some hits like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a
Yeah,
legend right
Mary
there.
is tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who could you
Yeah,
put
Mary.
in a versus with Mary
Damn, that's a good
that would
one.
actually be a fair versus battle? You know what I'm saying? They gotta have the same amount of hits. They gotta have, you know what I'm saying, all that.
That's a good one. Mary J. Blige. Who the fuck would you put
That
with
would be,
Mary J.
yeah.
Blige? I mean, because if you look at, because you know when they do the verses, is particularly just people in that generation
Hmm.
that came up together. When you put Mary, look at Mary. Nobody really was
It's like, because Mary was Mary.
combative with Mary.
Mary was Mary. Or
Man,
maybe,
that's a good one.
Faith. I'm trying to think.
Nah,
Mary had a little more
that
commercial
would
hits.
be a
Yeah, Mary had a
wash.
lot of commercial hits. And then Mary
But
still got records coming out.
that's
So
true.
that's the thing. Still got records coming out.
But because the thing I like about the verses, and you know what, just to say piggyback off the Mary thing,
Mm.
you only got 20 songs. So if somebody
Yeah.
got a good 20
A
songs and they
solid
play
20.
them right,
And they got to be a solid 20,
solid,
though.
and they
They got to
play
be a
them right,
solid 20.
Damn, Mary, that's a good one. I don't know who could go up against Mary,
Yeah, it would
yo.
be a solid 20. Because she definitely
Hmm.
got a solid 20. Her top 10 would
Hmm.
smash a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, Mary is her catalog is
It's
extensive.
huge. Yeah, it's
It,
huge.
yeah, I want to know who if they comment who they want to see in the verses.
Everybody
But I
says it's a good
always
one.
a good one. I would
Yeah.
say the ultimate verses for me, and this should be the be all end all. Jay-Z and
Mhm.
Nas. That has to be
Ooh.
like
Now
if they
that's a
was to
cold
end
versus
it.
Jay-Z and Nas. But would that ever happen? Could we
I
ever
don't think
really
it would
see? You know what I'm
happen.
saying?
I
But
don't think it would happen.
that is a good, matchup there.
That right there, that like I need to see
Now
that
that
because
would be cold.
those.
We might need to
Whew,
start a petition for it and just see what happens.
let's start
A
it,
no
B.
advisory petition. I think we should just go ahead and start it.
Start that
We
bitch
might
up.
get that 10,000, 20,000 signees.
Shit. Yeah, that'd be a cold one, man. But all right, so yours is unknown. So it's Mary. I mean when I put the promo out for I'm like my
Ooh,
man Ant
Gangstar. I
said
like that. That's a good
Mary.
idea. Somebody said
Ooh,
Gangstar.
Gangstar. Gangstar on who though?
Mm. Oh yeah, Gangstar. Who? Jay-Z or Jay-Z a Gangstar or Nas a Gangstar?
That won't that won't go. Because
Mm-mm.
Gangstar is like just like when T.I. said he couldn't battle Buster because of the age and
Yeah,
generation
that's
gap.
true.
You know, Gangstar, Jay. I mean, even though y'all couldn't put them two
Yeah.
together.
You're right. You're
Couldn't
right.
do that. It got to be like a generational
They
thing.
got to be equal.
Got to be equal.
Yeah.
But if you could bring back one person from the dead to do it to collab with, who would
Mm.
it be and why?
One.
One, it got to be one.
If I could bring back one person it'd be Dino from H-Town. Because
Ooh.
I feel like that's one of the most pristine R&B voices ever to walk this earth, man. He had one of the R&B voices that I feel like felt like what R&B was supposed to be. It was manifestation of R&B for me. His voice was, and I feel like when he passed away, man, I was like, damn, just to think of the music he could have been doing up until right now would have been amazing, man. So
Mm,
definitely that's somebody I would have loved to if I could have collaborated with, do
mm,
something with.
All right, that's dope. I wasn't expecting that answer, honestly. I
Yeah.
was thinking you're gonna give me some type of generic shit,
No,
you
that's
know.
I gotta go real, man. You know I gotta keep it 100.
That's facto,
Got
facto.
to.
So if you was to like put together like your ultimate, let's say, funk, right,
Mm,
and trap, just separate the genres.
mm.
But if you was to create an ultimate group to put them together, who would be your top five in a group?
Oh, okay. In a group, if I had to put funk, when I'm saying funk, I mean the people that's gonna make me feel something.
That's gonna make you feel something.
It would be Fantasia.
All right.
I would have to
This
have
is a group
Fantasia.
now. They got to
Oh, it's a
work in a
group.
group. It's a
Okay.
group. Put them in a group now.
Okay. Let me think. That's a hard one. Now you.
Funk and trap.
Okay. Let's say Teddy Riley.
Okay, wait. So you said you leave it Fantasia?
I'm trying to see. I think Teddy. Okay, yeah. Fantasia and Teddy Riley would definitely work good together. I know he can make
Okay,
some. He'll produce some fire funk. You know what I'm saying? So Fantasia and Teddy Riley definitely.
okay.
Um, Ron Isley.
Ron Isley. That's three. Okay.
Uh, uh, I'm trying to think. It sounds weird, but I would put Pharrell for a little new feel on that with that funk
Pharrell.
because
So you
Pharrell
got
would bring
mhm,
he would bring a little new vibe. Because I'm trying to think team wise, if they got in the studio, all got together and came up with some
right.
some funk. Let me see, definitely
I like
Pharrell,
Pharrell. So that's four.
and then oh
Do, 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 do,
that's
do,
hard.
do.
I'll put Teddy P on there. I feel like we can get some crooning with Teddy P.
Okay. So
We can
you
get some
got
crooning with Teddy P.
Teddy P, Pharrell, Fantasia. Who you said? Teddy P, Pharrell, Fantasia. Who
We
was
got
it? There
Ron
was the other
Isley.
two. Ron Isley.
Mm-hmm.
And who was the fifth one again?
And then let me think my team.
Ron Isley,
Cause I got so many
Fantasia,
people I can put on this team, man, for the phone.
Pharrell, Teddy P. Damn. Who was the fucking first one?
Who was my last person I said?
Your
Did
last
I
is the
say I
first
might not have
one.
said the fifth one. Let me see.
Yeah, you said
I
five.
said Fantasia first, then
You
Teddy
said
P.
Teddy P. You
Yeah,
said
then we
Ron
got Ron
Isley,
Isley.
Pharrell,
We got Pharrell.
and you said one more. I forget that quick.
Well,
You
we're gonna
said
put D.
five though.
Well, if we forget, we're gonna throw. Somebody said Charlie Wilson.
Oh,
Nah,
and Charlie Wilson.
we could definitely
Oh,
put Charlie Wilson on there. We're gonna definitely throw Charlie on there. To round out
Well,
that
I'm gonna
card.
go back to it. I'm gonna find out who the fifth
Okay,
was.
cool.
But Charlie Wilson was good. Yeah, Charlie
He'll
Wilson,
work.
and he relevant today. He's still
Yeah,
putting
still
out
today.
smash
Uncle
hits.
Charlie, he on everything.
Uncle Charlie, I ain't mad. Hold on, let me take some more wine for my man Uncle
Got to
Charlie.
for Uncle Charlie. One time for Uncle
Uncle
Charlie.
Charlie. All right, man. So I like to play a game, right? This is a little simple game. It's called like your favorites, right? So I
Okay.
ask like 10 faves, all right?
Hmm.
So the first one, favorite food.
Yeah. Okay. Let me think, cause I'm greedy. Can I sum it up and say soul food?
Uh, well, that's abroad,
Okay,
man. You
so
get
so let me say this. I can say I love macaroni and cheese because with macaroni and cheese, you can throw meat in there. You can throw like different things. You can always do something different macaroni and cheese. So I'm
you
definitely a big
facts.
macaroni and cheese eater. Now I
And
ain't been eating as
Thanksgiving is
much
tomorrow
lately,
too.
exactly
Woo.
because I've been trying to be on my vegan game. But definitely
Uh-huh.
believe if it's some mac and cheese tomorrow, I definitely will be chomping down.
All right. So let me piggyback off that now.
Okay,
Do you like baked macaroni cheese
bake.
or
Ain't
okay,
no other way. Ain't no other way
okay,
but bake. Look, anything
okay,
outside of bake ain't right, and I ain't eating it. Anything outside of that, it ain't gonna be right.
okay?
That's it.
Your favorite fast food restaurant.
Ooh, I don't really eat fast food like that no more, like I used to when I was younger. But I used to tell some Burger King up, man. I'll fuck some Burger King up. Now I
Oh my
love Burger King, and a lot of people don't
God.
like Burger King. I don't see why people don't
Oh,
fuck with Burger King.
oh my God.
Burger King, the 2 for $5, man. You can't go wrong
Oh,
with a Whopper with cheese cut in half. You can't go wrong with that, man. And then you got to
oh,
get the onion rings and the fries mixed.
oh,
Oh my God, man,
oh.
you can't go wrong with that.
Yo, Ed, you
And then that
said
Hershey Sunday pie. Listen, yeah, let me shut up, man.
no, no, no.
You don't know
Okay,
nothing about that. You don't know
no,
nothing
no,
about
no.
that.
The Hershey Sunday pie, I'm a
It'll get you.
chocolate fanatic. That shit is
It'll
popping.
get you. It'll get you.
But the the
Listen,
burgers,
Burger King
Burger
slaps,
King.
man. Whopper with
Ooh,
cheese, and even a double Whopper with
ooh.
cheese cut in half with onions. Oh my goodness, man. Let me tell you something.
You
It'll bless your
salivating,
soul
you
when you're
salivating
hungry.
over
I'm
there.
hungry right
Oh,
now.
oh,
Listen, I'm hungry now.
oh shit. Ah, you can have that. Your favorite song of all time, any genre.
Knocking the Boots, H-Town.
Oh, okay.
Favorite song ever, man. Listen, that's a timeless classic R&B record that will forever get people pregnant. I don't care what nobody say. That song is going to forever be around. Let me tell you something. H-Town Knocking the Boots is a staple for me
That
when it
is
comes to music. Like that is a must-have on any playlist I got.
that yeah,
Any
that
playlist. Let me.
whoa, somebody
And I've
back
been
it.
singing
I
it
can't
forever.
say you could do that better than me.
You got it,
But
man. You was there. You had it, bro. You
shit,
got it.
shit, don't do that. Don't do that to me, Ed. Please don't do that to me.
You
No
got
way.
it.
No, but that H-Time not gonna boost though. You know what? I need to do a survey or
You
find
got
out how
to.
many people was born
Born to H-Town Knocking the Boots.
to
I
H-Town
guarantee you
knocking the
got a lot.
boots. But we got to get
Guarantee
like I
it's a
got to get
lot.
like the elders people, like the grandmamas and shit. Right? What
Facts.
song did you concede to? Bet. All right. What's your favorite place to visit?
Home. I like to go back home every now and then, Florida, because I don't get to go as much as I want to go. So when I do get to go see
Right.
my family, I definitely enjoy going home. So that's definitely one of my favorite places to go.
All right. Who's your favorite actor?
Favorite actor? Woo. Man, I watch so much TV and movies too. That's crazy. I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite actor, but I have actors that I like. Like, of course, you
Mhm,
got your black actors. You got Denzel, Michael B. Jordan. You got Forrest
mhm.
Whitaker. I love, just those work of art that they do. But I don't think I have a favorite actor per se. But I love anything that black men like myself are doing that are for black men, black movies, black. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx is another one of my favorite actors.
Mhm.
Just people that are doing black stuff for black men. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not gonna let you get off easy, D. I'm not.
Oh
You got
Lord,
to give me one.
Jamie
And
Foxx.
I heard Jamie
Jamie
Foxx.
Foxx, but only because not only does he sing, but he act, and he does both
Right.
amazingly. He does
He
both
damn sure do.
equally amazingly. You know what I'm saying? So Jamie Foxx, I would say one of my favorite actors. And if that's the case,
All right. Because I was like, you give me all
you
these
was like get
goddamn
off easily.
names.
Look, okay,
Right.
yeah, I'm gonna say Jamie then. Yeah, because like I
All
said,
right.
I got to shout out to my singers out there, man, my crooners.
Facts. Shout out to the crooners.
So I
All
got
right.
to.
Your favorite book to read.
I just recently started getting back reading, but I can have a favorite genre of books to read. So I
you
got,
know, listen, you be
yeah, I don't,
always trying to skip toe over
cause
some
I don't be
shit.
having like specific, like, you know, things. I like to keep myself, you know, kind of like looking at different things, browsing. So I definitely love the, you know, I got bad anxiety, right? I can tell you that. So anything that's like self-help, anything to keep
Uh-huh.
my mental together, anything I can get on that level of reading, I love those types of books. So last one I got was Self-Help for the Black Male was the last book I got. If you ain't got to get it, it's a dope book. It's good. So anything that's gonna help me.
Okay. All right. I give you that one.
Yeah, I got,
I give you
yeah,
that
you know what
one.
I'm saying? Got
You came back with that one. You was like
the
genre and shit, but you
yeah.
came back with the book. So I'll give you that one. All right,
Got to.
your favorite quote.
Mm. Stop trying to live life like the Joneses, because half that shit rented and going back anyway. And that is from myself.
Oh, say it again. Say it again for the people that didn't hear
Stop
you.
trying to live like the Joneses, because half that shit rented and going back anyway. By Antonio Ramsey.
Half that
that's
shit rented
that's
and
a
going
quote.
back anyway.
Who would say that quote? Because a lot of people try to live up to standards, trying to be like these people, but they don't know that these people, they live in their last dollar trying to keep up with these people, and they
That's
look
true.
happy, but they ain't as happy as you think they is.
That is
So
true. I
yeah,
tell
just
you,
do
man,
you.
it's the face. I mean, social media is a facade for a lot of people, man. I
It's a
tell you.
veil. Social media is a
Yeah,
big veil.
damn sure is. All
Hmm.
right, what is your favorite hobby?
Playing spades. I love spades, man. If I can get a good
Oh,
spades
my
game, we
that
good.
space player.
Now spades, I love some
Dog.
spades now. Yeah.
Ever come to Charlotte, or if I ever come out there to LA, which that's
Yeah.
like my second home, I
Yeah.
gotta link up with you, and
We
like
gotta get on the spades
somehow, some
game.
way, we gotta get a game.
Now I'm gonna let you know now I'm competitive, so don't mind my mouth.
Me too. I
Okay, even better.
listen from the
Even better.
schools of Brooklyn, New York, in
Yeah.
the lunch rooms. Like, dog, I gets it. And me
Listen,
and
we
my
get
wife
down
was
on
just
some
talking about
spades.
spades.
Listen,
Oh
it's
my
sad because
God.
in LA, a lot of people don't play spades, so it's hard sometimes to find people in LA to play spades.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Last one.
Okay.
Your favorite movie of all time.
Ooh, now this is hard because now, like I said, now that I've been getting into more movies, I shit, I love some movies, man. Favorite movie, favorite movie, favorite movie. Damn, man, you be giving me these all roundabout questions that I can literally say like several different ones.
And I
Okay,
gotta
so
get one.
I'm a big comedy person. So one movie that I can
Okay.
watch literally over and over again, a lot of people might not agree, is Norbit. That's one of like I can watch that movie over.
Wait, that's Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy, man, when he
Okay,
acting like the
yeah,
fat
yeah,
chick. Oh my, like
yeah.
Norbit, White
Uh-huh.
Chicks, those types of movies, I can watch them literally over and over again, man. Anything some comedy, anything that's funny, man, I can literally watch anything like that over and over.
So Norbit.
No, listen, Norbit, if you ain't seen it, please go see it. I
Yeah,
guarantee you.
Norbit is a fun. I mean, Eddie Murphy, to me, is
Listen,
one of the greatest
yeah,
comedians of all time. His
he the best to
movies
ever
is
do
pretty
it.
dope. Yeah, like
Yeah.
as far as personalities and different personalities,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody can tell. Martin is close. He's close. But Eddie,
They up there now. Martin, Eddie, they up there. Only because I don't know. That's
that's a
hard. They
tough
don't
one
get a
because
lot of
we had that
movies.
debate before.
Yeah,
Who
you got bad, you got different movies. Because Martin has extended his reach in a lot of different things too. Eddie has too though. He don't did action, he don't did comedy, he drama. It's a lot. That's a good
it's
battle though.
close. It's
That's
like
a
I
good battle.
always said, we had this debate before,
Yeah.
and I mean I gave the slight edge to Eddie Murphy,
Hmm.
but people made compelling statements for Martin, which
Yeah.
I can't be mad at.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you got that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But to me,
It just depends.
they
It's
both
neck and neck, yeah. It's
is
neck
yeah,
and
I
neck.
give them the
It's just
vote.
Eddie is the OG to me. It's just like when you think Eddie
Right.
Murphy, that's he the OG, yeah.
He the
Like
OGs.
that's yeah.
And that's why I picked Eddie. I'm like, that's Eddie, he the
Yeah.
originator.
That's
So
real.
that's why I
Yeah, that's
picked
real.
Eddie. So, Mr. Ramsey, if there was one thing that
Mhm,
nobody knows about you that you're willing to tell,
mhm.
what is it?
Um, and it's crazy because a lot of people don't know, but I feel like they should know. I am actually very, very goofy. Like as like
Uh-huh.
when it comes to pranks, everything like that, because a lot of people get on from my Instagram when they meet me, they think I'm like this pretty boy. I just, I just get on stage, I perform, I take pictures, you know, I just want to look
Right.
good. But that ain't me at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's not me at all. So, and it's sad to say that, like, because you might think it's surprising because you're talking to me right now. But a lot of people don't initially get to speak with me when they first see who Antonio Ramsey is, so they have a different,
Right.
you know, perception of me. So
Right.
I just want to let people know I'm cool, man. Hit me up. I'm goofy. We can turn up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not what you think I am. I'm very outgoing, man. So I definitely want to let people, you know, get that side of me more.
Right. Especially when you say you play spades. I was like,
Spades,
I
you know what I'm
fuck with
saying?
my
Spades. A
man
lot of
right
people don't know
here.
that now. You know,
Right.
I need to put a spades tournament going somewhere. We gotta get a spades tournament going.
Listen, we used to do them
We're gonna
joints
work
in
on
New
it.
York all the time, man.
Same
But
in
like
Florida.
the recreational joints in this day and age with these millennials and all that type of shit, they don't
Yeah,
really,
it ain't the same.
they ain't the same, man.
Everything
They don't really
online,
rock.
phone. Yeah, it's not the same.
Right. They don't really say, man. But yo, man, let's wind down, man. I'm still gonna get one more sip of my wine. Hold up before
Definitely,
I
man.
get
I
down to the
definitely
last
appreciate it.
questions, man. You know what I'm saying? So let the people know, man, where they can find all the music, what's next coming out. Just break down to everybody what's next for my man, Mr. Ramsey.
Definitely. So I definitely have a lot more music coming out. If you want to stay up to date, make sure you head over to my website, AntonioRamsey.com, to stay up on the latest news, merch coming soon. With the release of Nights in Malibu, like I said, we just hit radio, man. So more radio stations we planning on being on. I'm just planning on putting more content together for this single, just so people can see it in just as many ways as possible, because it's just an amazing record, and I want to make sure that they feel it the way that I do. And I have several EPs coming, so get ready for that. I'm excited. Again, shout out to Uncut Music, Reality Empire. Shout out to my management team, Ziggy, ENTM LLC. Shout out to my photographer, Kenzie, who, you know, keep your boy looking right. Just shout out to
Gotta keep
everybody,
it
man.
looking
You
right.
gotta, you know, keep me right. Just shout out to everybody that support me, man. That just genuinely supports your boy and just been rocking with me from now and beyond, man. We got some great things in store.
Right. Wait, back to just piggyback to the photographer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite side, the right or the left?
Shout out to Ken's Ghana. My left side is my good side. I just
Left
got to
side's
keep
the
it real.
good
So if
side.
anybody, if you see
Facts.
me out and you want to take a selfie with me, just know that my left side is my good side. I might move you to my right if you know, if you try to get me right. I'm just keeping it real.
You gotta move to the left to give
You
you
know what I'm
right,
saying?
baby.
My left side, my good side, man. Yeah, got to keep it right.
One last final word, man. So for the people out there, man, let them know. Just give everybody just one piece of advice that you would give to anybody that's watching, that's coming up, you know, that's pursuing music.
Mhm.
What's a piece of advice you would give to them?
A piece of advice I have for anybody that's pursuing music is do not give up, and it's not gonna happen overnight. And don't let nobody try to deter you from your shit. At the end of the day, know you dope, stand in that shit, and keep rocking. Because there's gonna be so many people that tell you that you're not dope, so many people that don't think you can do it. But then when things start turning around, then they come around like leeches. All you gotta do
Right.
is remember that time, remember those moments, and let that fuel you. That's all I got to say, man. Keep it 1,000, y'all.
My man, my man. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my man Antonio Ramsey. Make sure
Thank you
you
for
go
having me,
stream that
man. I
Nights in
appreciate
Malibu.
this.
Man, it was beautiful, man. Like,
Thank you,
you
thank
know,
you.
it was smooth. I had my wine. You
You know
know,
what I'm saying? I
you
wish I had me some liquor, but I'm gonna get me some right now, just so I can match
go, listen, go get right, man, and put one up for me, man. Stay
I
COVID
got you.
free out there, all right? My
Thank you, bro. I
man,
appreciate
Mr.
you.
Rams,
I'm tapping in.
my
See you later,
man,
bro. Later.
my man's peace. All right, y'all. That was another one-on-one with your boy Mcclain, man, my man Antonio Ramsey. Make sure you go stream that Nights in Malibu right now. It's on YouTube. Make sure you go to his website. Just go to his page, click that link in that bio. I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for rocking with the No Advisory movement since day one. This is Thanksgiving Eve. I'm about to go eat and then eat and then eat again. So I want all you guys, first and foremost, to stay COVID free. Have a happy Thanksgiving, every one of you guys. I know certain situations because of COVID, y'all not able to, you know, see your families. For some people like that, just know, man, just FaceTime them, you know, cooking or something like that, you know, so we could thank Steve Jobs for that, for giving us the FaceTime capabilities, you know, but I just want everybody to be safe. And I just want y'all to know that COVID is real out here. Wear your mask, social distance, stay 6 feet, man. Protect yourself, protect your family, and you know, and just pray to God, man. It's your boy Mcclain, no advisory. Shout out to 99 Crowns, about to go pop that next bottle open and get that. Shout out to my man Antonio Ramsey. So love, a bush at his spades if I get that opportunity. It's your boy Mcclain. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving. Stay COVID free. Bang.